just looking through the internet, I was looking at some things about life in Japan, and it made me reflect on my time here and just what my true experience being here for 20 plus years has been. And there are things that do give kind of are humbling and give me kind of one, a sense of accomplishment, the fact that I have been able to spend my adult life here, but two, also in some ways, some regrets that I do have about my life so far here. Not like I regret anything that I've done in my life, but just I wish that I had caught on earlier instead of like waiting in my 20s. Because I mean, I had a blast in my 20s. I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of people have, but not being able to figure out. So one second. If not being able to figure out things until I'd say about 30 when I hit the wall of fun, if you will, where it's like, okay, I had a lot of fun, I'm gonna be here for the long term. And understanding like that Japan doesn't really show you any love, like I said, I've compared it to the ocean. And if you think about it, the ocean is a beautiful thing, but it can also be a cruel place, right? It's a cruel place if you're not fish and if you don't know how to swim, right? If you're in open water, it's pretty terrifying. And if you are here for the long term, that is a place that you might find yourself, right? If you do find yourself in that type of space, then you're gonna have to learn how to swim, and there's nobody there that's gonna be able to teach you. And I kind of hit that wall when I was about in my early 30s, and I had to figure it out. As I've been saying, I have been still, I'm still in some ways figuring out. Like this is kind of what I'm doing here now, and I guess like I hate to use the term, but speaking my truth, is part of that, right? And putting out information to kind of help people who either just curious about it, who in a similar situation, or just trying to figure it out, just like I was doing as well. Um, all phases of it. I understand it. I get it. It's not an easy thing, but I would say like if you are thinking about coming here or trying to come here to run away from stuff, that's not the move, right? Like I never really came to Japan. Again, I came here when it wasn't really that cool to come here. It was like, were you going to where? So what are you doing over there? What are you doing? Like people were really like, what are you doing when I came here? And the first like 5 or 10 years I was here, nobody really kind of got what I was doing over here. And then it kind of became the wave, if you will, to come over here. Again, I'm not saying like everyone's like riding, me as like a trendsetter or anything like that. No, times just change, right? And as times change, so did the perception of this place, and so the perception of people coming here. But in the beginning, it was literally like, are you going over there? What are you doing over there? Can you speak Japanese? But as it, and this country wasn't as accommodating in a lot of ways. Like even in my job hunt situation that I had like several years, well, no, about a year, a little over a year ago. I was a bit traumatized from previous job hunting that I had done like about a decade earlier, because I was still under the perception at first that there's no love. They don't got no love for Snoop Dogg, like that, right? Like I really thought that. And until like I had like my mentor, my wife, and people like, yo, times have changed. And so I would say like if you are here and you do have a skill set that is desirable, and you on your P's and Q's, then there are lots of opportunities for you here, right? But in different circles, if sorry, letting this guy through. In a lot of different ways, right? Especially now we got social media, we got a lot of tourists coming in here. Like, there's a lot of things that can be done that weren't really doors that weren't open to me. Even what I'm doing like now with this content, with my book, with a lot of different things, I wasn't able to do those things like several years ago. Just now I'm able to use technology and use a lot of those things, and it's working in my favor, and it seems like things are starting to line up. And I'm really grateful for that, right? But trust me, I had to pay a lot of dues, right? And in family life as well, like I had to learn a lot of things, right? And thank goodness, like I was able to, me and my wife were in a good place now, but there's a lot of bumps, a lot of bruises, and a lot of near misses in my relationship as well. Just and not like saying things were bad on her part. Me too. I had to grow up. I had to learn, and I would say for you all, I'm sure like the comment section is gonna light it up with people who've been here for a while. some people, I hate to say, some people might resign themselves to their fate. Some people might have found their peace. Some people might be miserable, miserable alcoholics, like I said, right? I don't know, right? I'll read the comments with you guys, but I've been, I'd say on the edge of like all, I'd say all phases of the game here in my time. But like I never really gave up. I've been on the edge of giving up quite a bit of time. But I mean, to be honest with you, I really didn't have anywhere else to go. Like I came here at 22, so after a certain amount of time, it's kind of like you got to poop or get off the pot here, right? And you know, once I hit like 28, 29 years old, it's like, okay, what realistically, what am I going back to? And that's what kind of was the turning point for me. And trust me, it can be a very scary thing. It was a scary thing. It was a realization that, like, okay, I got to figure this out like right now, because if I don't, you know, I'm just going to be spinning my wheels forever, which I don't want to do. And, I'm going to have to find a way and find a path. And do a lot of serendipitous things, which I won't really get into in this particular video. I was able to do that. Some ways good, some ways bad. But all those experiences made me, sounds cheesy to say, made me the man who I am today, but it's true. It's true, and I'm able to like stand here, right? Like I'm able to stand in this spot, like right now in 2025. And that is, I mean, for me at 40 something, at 43, like to say that is not an accomplishment. I want the results. I want the accolade. Not even accolades. I don't need accolades. I want the cash. Okay. I want I want the the lifestyle and stability that, the work that I've put in to become this person should allow me. And not only through YouTube, through a lot of through several other avenues which I don't really talk on here. Just as far as saving and as far as investing and doing things like that. Just really earning my stripes here, man. Like, and I think, like, but the thing is, like, earning your stripes here is something that's really, really thankless. And if you can handle that, you can handle people not giving you a pat on the back. If you can handle people not reassuring you, if you can handle being on your own, if you can handle, you know, kind of being isolated. Again, like I said, my personality, I naturally can, I think. So that was, I mean, I won't say it's not definitely not easy for me, but I was able to handle it. And I would say, like, if you are able to handle those things, it's like that meme from whatchamacallit, Men in Black, right? Where Tommy, what is it? Tommy Lee Jones, he asks, like, is it worth it? And he's like, if it's worth it if you're strong enough. And that's why I would say it is. If you're strong enough for this, and you're strong enough to kind of build an airplane as you're falling off a cliff, it is. It is. It's not easy. I don't recommend it for everyone. I don't recommend to do it the way I did it. But again, I literally, like, destiny kind of threw me a curveball, and I just went with it. And so, me doing that has landed me where I am, and I'm finally in going trending in a direction that is a good place. But trust me, it is a rough slog if you don't know what you're doing. It really is. So that's my advice for that's the real, like, of what it is, and that is my real experience here. um Coach, I mean, it has made me a better person, so much of a better person, just as far as, like, um my manners, my social graces, my priorities in life. The appreciation for everyday life I have here. I wake up thankful every day, and that's something that I really didn't do, in the past, and I had to learn how to do, because I had to learn to be thankful for the things that I have on the inside. And I'd say that's something, wherever you're at, Japan's not going to make that in you. It's not going to put that in you, right? It can break you, it can take it away from you, but it's not going to put it in you, right? You got to put that in you. And I say, like, for anyone who's thinking about coming here, moving here, and all those things, I say put that in you before you come here, right? Because all this, it's good, it's nice, but it wears off very quickly. Like after several 6, 8 months, a year, And if you don't have anything else besides that, when it becomes normal, when going to the convenience store and getting some like fresh chicken is not something that's like to hoo-hoo about, what you got after that, right? What are you living for after that, right? And if you understand that point, and if you're registered, please let me know with comments. If you, for all you guys in the comment section, this is going to be on my second channel, but yeah, just putting it out there. Let me know what you guys think, and I will. I'm getting cold, so I'll holler at y'all soon. Peace.